Welcome back to another game. We've got a 2300 that we've already lost to. Brilliant. Can we play c4? Go into like a King's Indian? And I wonder when we played before. So I know this is the move. What happens if the pawn takes? No default. I think on this. This. On this, I think it's here. And then we pick up here. I think taking with the queen makes sense. If they want to go a queen trade, then fine. My c6 pawn is actually quite good against the c3 knight. Okay, because it stops these forward pushes, so they can get a quick castles in. Well, they can do, but they drop the pawn. So knight can come out and attack this pawn. I probably have to defend it. So maybe we get our bishop out instead. The question then is, where do we want to develop our bishop out to? Like I say, this just draws f3, which I think with the queens off is a move that they want to make anyway. Doesn't want to sit on e6. Obviously then can't push my e7 pawn, but is that something I'm particularly worried about? Yeah, and if we play this, they obviously stops my bishop from coming back if I go this way. This. You can jump. So I think this bishop is going to end up here, so in which case do I want to like jump this knight somewhere? And is this the route, or is like something like this the route? Maybe even this. I feel like knight d7 might be there. Bring this back. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the line that you should play, but they've got obviously like a really quick. Maybe I should have come back this way. Want to throw my knight up here? I'll put the knight here, but then takes f4. I think I like it here. It's undefended there, but I think it's alright. I feel a bit behind in development, so yeah, look at this line again. Maybe I was supposed to bring the bishop back on this side, but then the knight could jump here. I could also queenside castle. I don't think it's particularly great. I kind of like the idea of running up here. Interesting. Lets me take. I think I'm going to take them up on that offer. No? Now here to attack this pawn. go here, that goes there. 3, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, I'm not threatening to take because takes back goes on my rook. Yeah, maybe that's not so sensible. I was thinking like take. Okay. So I play h6 here? Maybe I just play this. Or do I castle long here? Originally I was thinking I'm going to castle short, but maybe castling long's quite good. Do I want to support a pawn on e5? I kind of want to just kind of blow up the position a bit, but I'm going to castle long here. If I castle long, then bishop here is a bit annoying, isn't it? Keeps my king pinned in an awkward position. So let's just start with knight f6. Keep it flexible. I think on this I can swoop in. This, we're probably dropping back here. And then we can kick away with h6. Yeah, I'm not super fussed of, even on e5 and I get the knight there, so even if they go like here, here, and then e5, I'm still happy. Still happy to trade, I think. Although I'm then a bit short of space. Yeah. So on this, there. Yeah, leaves me a bit short of space. What else do I do though? I'll go here. Yeah, that's good. That pawn is obviously critical, that it would produce the fork. Yeah, so that's just the support of this. I can still play this now. Maybe we play this first. Knight back and then here. Still quite like the idea of castling queenside. And just grabbing one of these guys on the way through. So this just wins a pawn, no? What might be tricky is e5 to block my way back. Because if I take... No, this rook's got to move and I can come back. Yeah, I'm going to go here. No, what am I doing? I kick the knight back where it can now defend here. So this just leads to this. Then bishop. Or I put my bishop here. Yeah, I feel like I've got the play in the position, I feel like. I could do with an extra move of castling. Do I want bishop there or do I want my knight there? Knight there attacks this pawn, maybe they go here. And here, here. Takes. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not on that. So bishop here and chop that. Don't even know if that produces quite the weakness that I thought it will. So maybe I'll start queenside castles. Yeah. Maybe h6 wasn't so good. Maybe I just had to jump straight in with my knight. What do I pin? Do I want to chop? Got quite a wedge of pawns in the middle. No queenside castles. Yes, they stopped me from doing that. And this might be an interesting sacrifice at some point. I'm getting in here. So I want to put control on this square, but don't think I really... Well, maybe I do. Do I want to play like this? I want to get my knight there. That's what I want to do. Via this route. Maybe actually I should have played g5 because his bishop is rubbish here. His bishop wants to come here. Maybe I should have played... His bishop wants to patrol this diagonal. I think I should have played g5 to stop his bishop from ever coming here. Because if he plays here now and I go g5, he can retreat back here. And he's got long term down here. My king might get stuck. But then maybe I would change tactic and play this, and play king b7. I think if I can keep them with a backwards d pawn, that's good. I don't really want to allow them to shut me out like that. What does that do? Do I need to come in here and just win my bishop? So what about this? Wasted quite a lot of time. Well, 8.5 minutes is okay. King's fine on b7. Option of playing c5. Maybe an option of playing e5. But then what's my dark square bishop doing behind an e5 pawn? I like that it's free, but allows these pawns to rumble. Whereas if I could play this and this, it would... This, no? Maybe I should play this. Maybe the taken. This now? No. Yes, it's quite annoying, isn't it? This now, no. This now. can play this. Maybe this is the way. Likely get takes, and then your knight's attacked. You'll probably go back. I'd like to play bishop here, but I don't have that. Don't have that double attack there. I don't have this. There. There. Play this. And that goes back. So do I play this? Do I play like this? Yeah, kind of like that. No, because then this can come in. So maybe I play this. Got two knights, which, given that we've still got 7 pawns on, are going to be relatively strong. I need to not burn all my time. Yep, so that's fine. I was just going to play my rook over here now. Like at some point he's got to get his pawns moving. Maybe it's now. Yeah, I think this is now quite strong, isn't it? Maybe I just allowed one too many tempo. Okay, no. I do this. You coming in anyway? Let's go like this. So here, takes. This is weak. This. This. Takes. Let's say that takes. Okay. Do I want to insert this? Something. knight takes, okay. No checks and the knight defends the rook. So we're level material wise, I've got a 3-on-2 on this queen side. Here. I think I want to go here, don't I? Oh, takes here, here, here. So what's that? What was that? That was takes here to cover this. Maybe knight comes back. Takes check. Here, here. Here, here. No, takes here. Right there, then I can just hop here. I want to get my knight here to cover off the king's only square, and then play for mate. If I get kicked, then great. Actually, this comes over here. What a good move. Do I go here to defend the pawn or here to defend infiltration? I think here for the pawn, right? Bring my knight here, next move. Maybe king up, pawn up. So this is going to be my weakness with this past H pawn. I don't have this because of the knight. So here, push it forward, and then here. So I could have let them come here, couldn't I? Because I'd have had check. So this square's a no-go for them. The king's quite vulnerable here. Okay. Okay. Check and push. Like that. You might even get away with coming on one of these squares. I was like, you've got a. I'll have a discovery, but I can't do anything really that meaningful with it, can I? So I think we're just going to play this next. Yeah, so we get the pawn there. Knight defends the pawn. Rook attacks. Yeah, so you can't get away with it. Interesting. Any good knight jumps? I can just play this. Attack your knight. Maybe we'll move on to a square that's advantageous for me. here, say, then I can check and pick up. Here's a bit less clear because check, we've got this. Maybe takes here. Yeah, I'll pick up a few there, pick up a few. I would suspect this is probably a draw. Yeah, fine, so they do go for this. So check here. Takes here. Then what are you playing? This? I feel like I get a lot. Check. It's going to be here. Takes here. Suppose king back, I pick up here and I've got to pass it. I'm going to go for this. This comes with check and defends the pawn. Your king's not here, so you can't like bring your rook back. If I get this pawn, then my pawn is only 4 squares away from queening. And I need to charge my laptop. So I think this gives me some good chances. Check, my king makes its way up to a6 and it's closer to supporting one of the pawns from promotion. Oh, yeah. So if you push this one, I'm taking here with check. You push this one, I'm probably taking here. Here, takes, push. Like this is my main asset and it's already got to move. So it's only 1, 2, 3, 4. White's got to clear a pawn, get out the way and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think I'm 10p up, which is why I went for this, which is interesting that they allowed it. I did think I was just going to get squeezed by a 2300 plus player in an endgame. I didn't really... Yeah, so I want to take this just to make your pawns very disjointed. And then I'm still winning one of these. I think, like I say, maybe b3 is still quite a good move. So do I push it? No, probably not. I'm tempted to take. Takes and then just get this guy going. It's not so easy to stop. So first thing, do I play king here to stop the rook from coming in behind, or is that quite a useful? I can play this first. I don't need to grab here. I'm currently up a pawn. I can grab here. Okay. This, just to stop the rook from coming here. What's the move? So if I push rook here, no, not king there. Check. There. Don't think that's the move. So I like king here. Or check here. Check here, here. Here the pawn goes, so rook over, pawn up. Rook to the end, pawn up, rook comes over. Check here, here, rook there, push to the end, push just around the back. Maybe we take this. Maybe we take here. Do we take here? I don't know if that was needed. I'm thinking I'm going to need 2 pawns. Maybe that was a waste of time. King here. No, push. Push. At some point you've got to come here. And then do I go up or back? Now does it work? Do I have this now? Check. Suppose I go check here, here. Takes, push, push. No, I don't think so. Check here, pick up. They pick up. This. I've got my rook around the wrong side. I'm going to go here. See what they do. I'm sure this would have been winning for me. I just don't. I was between about 4 different ideas. Like get the rook behind the pawn, get the king to stop their rook from getting behind it. So now I'm thinking check here, and then picking up here. Because here takes. And it goes here. Yeah, that's no good. So check. We'll pick up. This is more. Sadly, it's more loss restricting than it is win boosting. So I'm allowing them to come here. Maybe they come down. I take. They take. And then I try and push these 2 and stop that one. Do I want to be behind the pawn or in front of the pawn? I also think the 2 pawns against the rook might be winning on their own. I think if I can, as long as I can sack the rook with a pawn, the 2 pawns against the rook, if the king is way down here, I think is winning. Feel good about this, I think. Yeah, I wanted to be in a position where I could always suck off the last pawn and then create some other winning opportunities. 2 pawns against the rook is good. That's partly why I thought I might need to take the a2 pawn, because if they still had an a2 pawn here, I'd feel a bit more nervous. I'm going to get a5. Well, I'm going to get all of these moves in until something lands on the a1 or b1 square. Stays as a queen. So I think like king here, I'm going to go, I think round the back, So I don't want to have my rook here and have the king harass me and then be able to like trade a rook for it or something. So I think king here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go here. And then interesting. So here, or do I just go around the back now? Yeah, I kind of like this. And this, then the rook goes here, then here, here. So maybe this, but then here, takes. I don't like that. I like this, there, down to the end. It's a bit slow moving both pawns, though, isn't it? What if he plays... Maybe I should have played this to force a king move. Maybe I should have just played this. Is that annoying? This is quite annoying, isn't it? Like I say, I think those two pawns are going to be good for it. Need to stop his king. I want to keep his king as far away from that corner as possible. So he pushes the pawn, I'm down to the end. Pushes his rook here. I push here. Because also if I can get the A pawn, that comes with a check currently. Yes, if he puts it here, I can go up the top. Check, bring it. Think this to draw your king an extra square down. Which I think I would appreciate if your king gets sucked a bit further in. There's no way you can make progress with this pawn unless your king is sat there. Unless you play this and this. Maybe they do. Maybe they play rook here, pawn up, rook up, rook back, pawn down. Rook there. Yeah, they'll need to move the king down at some point. What if they go this way? Here to go here, push, here, there. Same idea, okay. This, and then up here, and then eventually a2. This king also now shields this king from the direct move back, so I'm happy with that move. Okay. That should be fine. Maybe I could have gone here. No. This. Always give a nice check when I need to. Something like this. Can I even check here? Takes, push, queen, maybe. Should be winning. Unnecessary having both queens on. There. Takes, there. No, I check with queen. Yes. So here I can do this. There. Takes, push, check. King moves. We pick up the pawn, so you can't play this. You can still play this. And we push. So what else can I do? This. Or just give him a check. Come back. Push. Yeah, I think either of these, I'm giving you a check on the line. Expecting this, and I can push. And that's... Maybe I have to go here, and then this, here. If I queen, they take, but then there. I think this is good. I'm sure it's been good for a few moves. I felt like I messed up the end game, but actually that rook infiltration on the second was a good end game to go into. And up with a pawn advantage. I don't know whether taking on a2 was any good. It might be that I threw it away at some point and it was a draw, but difficult to play from, difficult to hold from white. And if they come back onto b4, which looks logical here, b2, and you can't prevent me from queening on b1. And if you step away from the file, basically you can't do much here. And then my rook can gather the f6 pawn, and it'll be king and rook against king. I think you can get both these pawns, but it costs you a rook. So yeah, let's look at these, this and this. Okay, I think I can play this. Now I'm threatening to queen. If you go here, I can still queen, you take, I go here. But even then I can maybe even just play this. Okay, I get that. And if you ever try to come back to the file, I'm coming back again. So you can't play this. Nice. That's a really good win. I don't know if we've managed to beat too many 2300s. That'll be one of our certainly like top 5, top 3 wins. with the black pieces as well. So yeah, d5 is the main move. So the bit I wanted to relook at is if they take with the pawn, knight takes, bishop out. I think I'd have played this. Queen here. Okay, bishop out. Fine. So you end up with just some logical moves. I'm sure I've looked at that about 5 times. But we had knight takes, c6, knight back. Yeah, queen takes, bishop takes. Yeah, so I paused for quite a while here. It likes on the b6 diagonal, probably to prevent long castles. Yeah, I was quite happy to take that. They were probably thinking, where's their light square bishop going to go? Well, actually, it sits all right there, doesn't it? In combination with this. So, I wonder here, should we just play the knight in straight away? Why did I not do that? This? Can they box me in? No. Yeah, so I played h6 too soon. Yeah, I was thinking g5 is what I'd have liked to have played here. Right there, pawn up. Excuse me, so this is slightly better for me. If I play, okay, maybe to try and access this square. That's probably the key square, isn't it? I don't know why I went on a route to try and get it here, which makes sense, but actually f4 is a super nice square. Bishop e5. Yeah. Yeah, so here I think I probably prefer white here, just for the pawn structure wise. Back. Right, check. It was brave coming onto the thing. I did because I didn't have to play immediately through discovery. And just push the pawn and wait to see what happens. And yeah, -1, I presume for the transformation that we got, of taking that knight and infiltrating on the second rank. And here I was just picking up lots of pawns. Take on g2, which makes their life more challenging. We get that pawn. It does say gate a2t. Okay. And now I'll see if I did. Oh, okay, it really doesn't like this. Rook c2. Why rook c2? So that I can march the b pawn. So rook c2. Suppose this pawn just comes. So maybe on this they'd go here. Okay, fine. Let's just look at what we did. So this is not super strong. Still -2, -3. Do we let anything go here? I feel like this is pretty solid. -4 throughout. And that check's a nice one. Yeah. Okay, actually the ending was pretty good, so thanks for watching.